Taught us a lot about respect and to do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. You have gotten us through good times and bad. I will never forget the best year of my school days. Your student, Kirsty. And she is the illustrator for the front cover. Seeds in the Wind.
Seeds in the Wind is a book about accepting differences. Teresa May wrote the book to share her experiences growing up in St. John, New Brunswick, and being the only Asian family at her school.
I felt like an alien child. People would look at us and we looked different, we were different. I looked at them and I thought they were very different. And you know, there are times when you feel like, I just want to belong, I want to be like them. I don't want to walk in a room and have kids make fun of us. You know, they slant their eyes and they make chants, and it was very hurtful.
It was this feeling of hurt and the need to be accepted that motivated May to write the book. As a grade 5-6 teacher 20 years ago, she began writing a memoir as a way of teaching her students about multiculturalism and the need to understand and accept differences.
With the kids, I want them to learn through the power of writing how you can express your feelings in writing and talk about it in that way. And teaching them in different means of, you know, of trying to, not to accept what others are telling them, but to be open to other things. Said this one here says, people call her an alien just because she's different. So that was their, you know, visual, what it was, what I was talking about, being an alien child. The principal would say, don't forget, I want you to remember this, like sticks and stones hurt my bones, but names don't hurt me. Well, that's not really true. Because I said, you know, after a while, it's like sticks and stones can hurt for a little while, but names really hurt deep inside and it stays with you for a long time.
But while the words have stayed with her all these years, it was her students that made a more lasting impression. She kept many of their works in the hope that she would publish a book one day.
I did say to them, well, maybe someday we'll put it together and we'll publish a book. And it was in the saying, I kept saying, well, you guys will be a part of it, you know, because you're helping me create this book. So it started like that. I did put it in the back burner. I kept the file folders with all the drawings and all the writing, better than I kept some old marriage photos. You know, I carried it around with me from the East Coast to the West Coast, moved to California, came back up here to Kelowna, and I still have kept those for over 20 years.
And after 20 years, that's what she did. She completed her book after being reconnected with her former students through social media.
After 20 years, to still say, you know, are you going to put that book together? So that kind of got me into the thought of saying, well, okay, now I have a little bit of time. I'm in between working, and I do still love writing. Like, I wrote other things in between. And so I thought, well, I'm going to just pull out all the material and I'll start putting it together and see if I can create that book that I've always wanted to do.
Now she's hoping to make a difference in the world, one kid at a time.
I have maybe a small number of kids that I have taught, you know, within that short teaching career, but they in turn may affect their next generation, and it just keeps getting carried on.
Seeds in the Wind is published by Artistic Warrior and can be found locally at Mosaic Books or by visiting artisticwarrior.com. Partial proceeds from the sale of the book will also go towards My Fairy Godmothers, a charitable organization helping children's wishes come true. In Kelowna, for Shaw TV, I'm Marianne Okel.